money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blood is back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos.
We play to win. Let's go!
Grenade!
Check. Go. Go!
On first down, it's Griffin. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll run on first down. Griffin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, the second down throw on target. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to him on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. That he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go. 60 or. Check 26. Check 26. Check 50.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ito Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
What? 12. That's what I do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. To try again after the sack. Wilson.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go.
Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. I'm trying to come.
Now Wilson, going to throw again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On first down, it's Griffin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. 44 is the Mike. 44. Check. Stay with your position.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Fresno. Hey, 0.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run on first down. Griffin. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here we go. 30 base. Brings up second. Greystone, travel. Check 52. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second and 10, Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his tight end Fant. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check, check. And watch the lane.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Ito Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
58, right over there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Broncos take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground with Smith. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 3rd and 2, Freeman. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
36 power. 44 is the mic.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Fights through and now a crease. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is taken at the 15. And he He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
44's
the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I'll go special.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On third down, Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays according.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ito Smith, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch the slant. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Pre-alert. D, let's get that ball. 44. Hot second. Mike, 44. All you get is a headache.
To throw on third down. Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Devin White in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 58.
Throwing to start the drive. Freeman, he's going to launch, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10-2 saw. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On first down, Freeman. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
General West. Hey. High 7.
To throw on second down. Freeman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Freeman, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I got you. I got you. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. This is the tight end fan. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Broncos take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. So they try to put together something here at the end. Just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Wilson looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Again, Wilson, and this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A first down carry for Smith. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Smith. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. 5. Big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down. Freeman. The open man is Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go. Big series right.
Hard. Look at me. Go. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before they get it inside.